So I got to admit that I am not a person who loves talking on the phone. I prefer texting, email. Heck, I'd rather make a video like this than talk on the phone with somebody. But when it comes to tenant screening, you do want to get that tenant applicant, that interested party on the phone. And that's because you can draw out more information from the person when you have them on the phone. And in this particular video, we're going to be talking about setting up a Google Voice number that you can attach to all your rental listings. This is a great resource because what it does is it kind of helps you like filter your phone calls, because you may not want to be putting your personal home number or your personal cell phone number out there for public consumption. What we can do is we can create this alias phone number that's going to let us track everything, and it just makes everything a little bit cleaner. So let's jump into the computer and we can talk a little bit more about setting up your Google Voice number. All right, guys, we're in the computer here today because we want to talk about Google Voice for landlords and what you would want to do and why you might want to sign up for this service. So first of all, if you are looking to sign up for it, just search for sign up Google Voice on Google. Google will show you how to sign up and follow you through all that. I'm not going to waste time in this video showing you how to do that, but I want to show you why you want to actually use this service. So what you can see here is the back end of Google Voice, in my user's account here, and you can see the voice number I have here set up. So that's a Google Voice number. And if you click transfer here, it gives you options on what you want to do with this number. So right now I have it transferring. So if I call this number right now from my boss's phone, Steve, I'll put it on speaker so you can hear what you can hear. So this will start to call, and then it's going to transfer into my phone, and I get the option of what I want to actually do with that phone call. So it might take them just a second. There it goes. So one ring. I'm going to slide to answer.
Unknown caller. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
I'm going to send them a voicemail.
Hello, you're reaching this voicemail, and this is probably in accordance with a rental listing that I have. If you can please leave your name, your phone number, and the rental property that you're calling about, and I will call you back as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hi, this is Eric. This is a test video for Rent Prep. I am showing how to use Google Voice and what is going to happen with this voicemail when I am done. And yeah, that's it. All right, so I just finished that phone call, and now what I can see is through this process, that phone call, that person that called me, if you have the Google Voice number on your rental listings, it's going to do a couple things for you. One, it's going to mask your phone number so you're not putting your cell phone number out there. And two, it's also going to give you the option of knowing that when somebody calls, because you're going to hear that prompt from the Google Voice lady there, that this is somebody calling about the rental property. So if you want to take that phone call in that moment, you can, or you can send them to a voicemail that's specifically about them leaving a voicemail in accordance with that rental listing. So now if we go back into our settings here and click on the left-hand side, you see you got voicemail. So what we're going to see here is this latest voicemail. I can listen to it.
Hi, this is Eric. This is a test video.
So you can see that it gave a really good transcription of this as well. So this is kind of cool because if I go into my email and go into my inbox, you can see at the top here I have a new voicemail. So this voicemail shows up on my phone. I can hear it on my phone. I can see it in my email, and I can see it in my Google Voice. So I can just play the message right from here, and it'll take me right to what we just saw. So pretty cool. Google Voice is a tremendous tool. The big part about it is how you set it up. So if you're on the left-hand side here, click More, click Settings, and set things up exactly how you want to set them up. This is how it is right now. This could change in the future because they're always changing things. But what I would do is I would decide, do you want this forwarded to your cell phone, which I think most people would. You can add another phone down here. I would go to voicemail and text. So this is where you can record your new greeting. So that was that voicemail you heard when I put it on speakerphone, just telling them to leave a voicemail. I tell them for their name, their phone number, and the rental property that they're interested in. And then you get to decide, do you want to email to a certain email address? Do you want these forwarded text messages to your email? You can do all that, transcribe emails. So you can see exactly the settings that I have right here. Let's see, we can go to calls. So this is another thing. If you want, you can set it up. If you want all these calls to go to a voicemail immediately, this do not disturb thing right here, click for info. You can send all calls directly to your voicemail. So right away now, when somebody calls that number, they're going to be sent directly to voicemail, which is an awesome feature if that's what you want them to be anyways. And then the call screening. So You can ask them if they want the unknown caller to say their name, so then you already know their name before you pick up. Or if you don't want that call screening feature where you're going to know that they're going to be calling from Google, you can turn it off. So these are all the things that you can do with this, and it's just a really cool feature. So you might be looking at this and saying, all right, well, what's this about billing? Well, if you search that, basically you can buy credits to make calls, but almost all Google Voice calls to the US and Canada are free when you're calling from the US and Canada. So calls to a few places will cost money. So really the billing aspect of Google Voice is just if you're making international calls. So all of these features are just baked right into your account. There's just so much you can do with this. So I highly recommend taking the time to set up a Google Voice number, then go back here, record a greeting that is specific, that works for you, and then create a system for you that works so that you're not using your personal cell phone number out there, and you're keeping all this information very neat and organized, and you're able to kind of just control the flow of the phone screening process for yourself, so that when somebody's calling, you can decide if you want to call them back later, if you want to take that phone call immediately, and you know what's going on and what that phone call is about. Hopefully this video was helpful, and look forward to sharing more tips and future videos with you as well.